All right, it's getting later in the day and we're setting up camp, and John apparently is making a serious campfire.
I'm a big fire guy.
Okay. Anyway, so we decided to move the camp down closer to the river, and anyway.
That'll burn up in no time. Though.
Right. So we're getting ready for dark. It's still probably another hour or so before the sun goes down over the horizon. But right up there is John's old campsite, and this is just a little ways down the hill. So we are gathering firewood at the moment. And hopefully we get some activity tonight. Yeah, here's somebody got creative with a chainsaw where you didn't have to step over the logs so much to get down to the water. And we fished earlier, fish not biting. I caught a little bluegill, which was just big enough for John to put on a hook to use for bait to try to catch catfish. So this is the river right down from camp. So like I say, hopefully we'll have some activity tonight. I know we're going to have a campfire.
Wild onions.
Oh yeah.
Under those leaves.
Yeah, John's got a video on his YouTube channel, Anything Outdoors, of him and his wife harvesting wild onions. How do you cook them? With eggs and stuff? Or?
Yeah. Boil them down and then put egg in there with them like poke salad.
Yeah.
But you can lay there on your cot and snack.
No, on the wild onions, yeah. Yeah, I have those things growing in my yard.
They're good.
They are good. I've never boiled them down though. That makes them not so tough, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we was talking earlier. There's a lot more things out in the woods that you can eat than a lot of people realize. So.
Yeah.
All right. All right, well, it is almost dark now. Y'all see, you can see the sun reflecting off of that, and that's pretty right there. Reflection of the mountains on the water. It gets dark down here quicker than it does back home around Ada. Camp is up there. Hopefully we get some activity tonight. That would be nice. Just got through eating supper and building a campfire, so All right, go back to camp. John's got the fire built. It's already starting to get kind of chilly out here.
Yep.
He takes his campfires quite seriously. My campfires seem inadequate. That's like a big fire. Hey, we're supposed to want Bigfoot to come to camp, not be scared off of it.
He might come by the fire.
He might. He might if it gets cold. Oh, it's already getting colder, ain't it?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it really is. Glad we brought the coats.
Yeah, I brought my heavy Carhartt coat in anticipation of it getting cold, and I believe it's going to pretty quick. What time is it now?
7:31.
7:31. It'll be dark here, probably total dark here in about 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, what's left is barely shining on that ridge over there.
Yeah. Other than the crows, it's pretty quiet out here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I did bring a parabolic microphone and such, and if anything gets close, we'll be able to hear it. Well, it got dark quick, didn't it?
Yeah. Dark and
Yeah.
cool.
So you've had some stuff, mysterious things happen on your property a little bit you was talking about earlier.
Yeah. Not just a whole lot of stuff, but I heard the sound. I heard a couple of wood knocks one time that I couldn't really explain away because no one lived in that direction as close as those knocks were coming from. And I was going to tell you about last February of 2020. Yeah, I was down there at the pond, and I've got a little ledge, you know, where the dirt is washed away. It's just kind of a straight drop off about 14, 18 inches high, and it was kind of muddy. I found a track. I was just down there messing around, and there was a track by the edge of the water where the mud just kind of squished up.
Mm-hmm.
You couldn't really make anything of it. And I looked on the bank there where that little drop was, and it looked like something had stepped on trying to step up it and mashed through the mud and left toe prints down. And kind of had the dirt kicked back, the mud kicked back at the bottom.
Was it a big print, or?
Well, that's what I was going to say. It was. I put my foot up there, and I did not even think to take a picture of it. And I don't know why I didn't think of that, but I set my foot up there, and it was only about as wide as my foot.
Okay.
But the toes were kind of squared. It did have a big toe, but the toes looked more square across the front because it was toe print all the way down.
That's the same area you heard some strange like vocalizations?
Yeah.
Is that the area you were when you recorded the coyotes howling, and there's something else
same place
out there as well? That's a pretty remote area itself, isn't it?
It's fairly remote. There's a lot of woods around it, you know, for several miles. Actually, it's about from there to the main highway is about 3 miles through there.
Okay.
Without a road. There is a road that goes down a little ways on between there, but it stops. It's pretty much a lot of woods through that area.
Yeah.
I mean, there's plenty of room for something to hide in.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty much southeast Oklahoma, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of timber down here for sure. But we hadn't heard anything here tonight, but it just now got dark, and we're going to continue to set up and listen. I've got the parabolic microphone here so we can listen in more intently into the woods, if you will. So now that's a nice campfire.
It is.
Now John, he takes his campfire seriously.
Yeah. Gotta have a good fire.
Yeah, I appreciate it right now because it's kind of cold out here right now, but it's sure not right here. I was talking earlier, I think I could just sleep here by the fire in this chair.
Yeah.
You hear that?
Here's
I don't know what it was. Anyway, we heard some coyotes a little earlier off in the distance.
Yeah, I thought I could hear something walking over there. Is that Mike?
Yeah, you hear, like I say, you might hear more than you want to with that parabolic microphone. You
I
know,
believe it.
they reach out and.
That's the first one I've ever used.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that one that Mark from the Livewire YouTube channel gave me here a while back, and he had modified it and put a squirrel baffle on it to make a bigger dish on it, and it really reaches out there. Mark's pretty innovative on stuff like that, for sure. All right. John had the parabolic microphone on, and he heard what he thought was some steps across the river in the brush over there. So we're going to walk down on this side and see if we can get a better listen on it. You hear it anymore?
I hear something.
That's a pretty high cliff over on that side there. Shine a flashlight to see if we get sea eye shine or anything like that. Of course, that parabolic mic, it picks up things from way off.
It's so sensitive.
Yeah, it is that. That's where it was coming from over there.
I thought it was.
Yeah, the thing is, there around camp, the brush is so thick, it'd be hard for something to sneak up. Or you'd think.
Still here? Yeah.
Okay, we were
Pretty good right there.
listening on our parabolic microphone here. Something was walking around our camp. John did an experiment where he put his phone on the inside of the headphone, and I think he got some. Can you rewind it to that part? See if we can.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if we can get it on this GoPro here.
Here's something walking in the brush and moving. Still here? Yeah. Hear it pretty good right there. Getting closer, or I don't think so. Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, so we heard just earlier, we heard two very distinct wood knocks from I don't know where, somewhere close to the river. And then we heard through the parabolic microphone something walking in the brush over here. Like I said, John put his phone inside one of the headphones, see if he could get it, and he did. He got it on recording, and hopefully that picked up on the GoPro. When I get back home, I'll put all this on the computer and see if I can pull that out. But yeah, so we'll check back in later. So anyway, we're going to turn in. It's well after midnight now, so this is our setup. We're putting our cots close to the fire because it's cold down here. And then we're going to turn out all these LED lights.
No, we're not.
Well, anyway. And now we just put that big stump on the fire. That ought to burn the rest of the night and keep us from freezing to death. So anyway, we hadn't heard any more wood knocks in a while now, or any other movement. So we're going to try to get a little bit of sleep here. So if anything starts moving around again, and
That's your sack lunch right there. That
I'll
sleeping
wake
bag.
it. Well, see, but I don't get inside my sleeping bag. I lay under it. So that way it's not a sack lunch. And since you're lower to the ground, it'd be easier for something to pick you up, and anyway.
It just step on me to get to you.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Well, anyway, something starts moving or anything again, I'll try to get that. But it's all quiet. We had coyotes going nuts around us just a little bit ago. I might have recorded some of that. I turned the GoPro on when they was going at it there for a little while. But no more bipedal footsteps for a while now, though. So, well, it is the morning after, and nothing drug anybody off last night. I guess that's a plus. We got camp broke down, and we heard some interesting things last night.
Yeah.
Across the way and such. Heard some wood knocks and something walking around out there. I never did see what it was, but it kept our interest anyway. And John made an immortal comment last night. He's building the fire up. I said, "You're not going to have anything come up if you got the fire that big. And I said, what I say? I said, well, we're here to try to attract them up. And what did you say?
I said, you're here to attract them. I don't know what the hell I'm here for.
So anyway, I said, yeah, that we'll have to remember that one. But anyway, now we had a good time. Except it got really cold last night.
And damp.
And damp. Woke up, top of sleeping bags was wet, and I just couldn't get warm. Could you? Of course, John, I'd wake up cold and he'd be scooted a little closer to the fire, and I eventually woke him up because he about had his blanket in the fire there eventually. And we didn't want that. Sure. But anyhow, this is a really nice location, and probably come back here sometime, maybe later in the summer or so. But anyway, again, thanks John for inviting me out here and showing us around. It's a neat place. So anyway, we're going to finish breaking down camp and get out of here. Till next time.